Welcome back to the Mind Compass, your 10-minute dose of mindset growth for stress management, anxiety relief, and personal development. Wada.
And g'day listeners, I'm Michael.
And I'm Janet. And today we're exploring the feeling that we've all experienced at some point in life, regret.
Those I should have moments, I wish I hadn't moments, or what if I had moments? But instead of trying to erase them or pretend we've moved past them, we're going to sit with them, not dwell, but to learn.
By the end of today's episode, you're going to walk away with an understanding of why regret is not a weakness, but one of your greatest teachers, the 4 main types of regret, and what they reveal about what you value. And thirdly, a practical process to transform your regrets into growth and courage. Let's go.
So why is regret normal and why is it useful? So let's start with this truth. Regret isn't a flaw in your wiring. It's a feature of your emotional intelligence. Daniel Pink, in his brilliant book, The Power of Regret, says regret is not dangerous or abnormal. It's healthy and universal. And done right, it can clarify what we value most.
When we feel regret, it's not because we're broken. It's because we care. Because we had a standard, which we may have broken, because we've grown. Think of it like an emotional GPS. If you're off track with what matters to you, regret sends a powerful signal. If it's your values whispering, hey, psst, remember this, you wanted better. You wanted to be better. When you suppress regret, that leads to shame and self-blame. But reflecting on it, that's where your true self-awareness kicks in.
According to Pink's global study, there are 4 types of regret that show up again and again. And understanding these can help us recognize what we truly value. First up, there are foundation regrets. For example, if I'd only been more responsible. These come from poor decisions about stability. Things like not saving money or not finishing school or neglecting your health. And they remind us how much we value security and preparation.
Then there are boldness regrets, like if only I'd taken the risk. This is about the roads not taken, not starting that business, not asking the questions, not following that dream, not finishing that book. Research shows we regret inaction far more than the mistakes we make when we try.
Then we have moral regrets, such as if I'd only done the right thing. These regrets often live deeply within us when we've acted out of alignment with our integrity, and they're painful because they reflect who we really want to be.
And lastly, connection regrets, like if only I'd reached out. These regrets sound like, I should have called, I wish I'd gone to see them before they died, I wish I hadn't missed their funeral, and I regret not saying I'm sorry. They remind us that relationships and human connection are everything.
So now that we know what regret is and how it shows up, let's talk about what we do with it. And here's a simple 4-step framework to help you turn regret into reflection and then into action. Step 1, acknowledge it. No denial, no sugarcoating. Just name it. I regret not pursuing that job. I regret how I spoke to my partner. I regret not investing when I had that chance. And here's a personal one for me. I've often looked back and regretted selling our first house. Sure, we could have kept it as an investment, and yeah, looking at the market today, it probably would have been a really good move financially. But at the time, we needed to make the call for our family. And it was the right decision at the time with the information and the circumstances that we had. And I've made peace with it. That regret used to poke me and poke me and poke me with a bit of, oh, if only. But now it reminds me to make clear, intentional choices moving forward, not backward. It also helped me realize how much I value security and legacy, 2 things I prioritize now more than ever.
Step 2 is to reframe it. Ask, what did this experience teach me? What did this regret reveal about what I really care about? And how can I honour that value now? Regret can actually clarify your purpose if you let it. The 3rd step is to make amends if you can. Sometimes it means saying sorry. Sometimes it's just writing a letter you never send. And sometimes, and most importantly, it's forgiving yourself. Maya Angelou said it best. Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better.
And step number 4 is use it as fuel. Regret is only helpful if it shapes your future. If you regret not expressing more love, then start now, today. If you regret procrastinating, then take that first step today. And if you regret silence, use your voice. A client once told me I used to regret not calling my mum before she passed. But now I leave a voice note for my kids every Friday, just telling them I love them. That's regret turned into legacy. And here's a truth worth remembering. Regret is the price we pay for having a conscience. But it's a price worth paying because it teaches us what we care about.
Regret is your rear view mirror. It's not the steering wheel. It's a reminder, never the roadmap. So instead of saying, I've messed up, say, I see now. I'll do better next time. That shift is everything. So here's your takeaway today. You don't need a perfect past to build a powerful future. Regret doesn't make you weak. It makes you wise.
And like Sinatra sang in My Way, regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. It's not about denying regret. It's about understanding it, learning from it, and then moving forward with more clarity and compassion. Because at the end of the day, you're still writing your story, and never, ever, ever forget that.
Before we close this episode, I invite you to do this. Write down one regret that still lingers. Note what it taught you and what value of yours that it highlights. Take one action today that honours this learning. We grow stronger together when we grow openly. Thanks for tuning into the Mind Compass.
And if you found this episode helpful, hit the subscribe button and leave a review. And hey, if this episode helped lift something off your shoulders or helped you reframe your past a little, please share it with someone you care about.
This is the Mind Compass, helping you create the future you deserve. Love and blessings.
See ya.